When Elizabeth Whitmore spotted a frail woman kneeling in the abandoned lot next door, she never imagined that pulling weeds in disguise would heal her own lonely heart and reveal a secret that would bring them both peace. Elizabeth Whitmore's retirement mansion overlooked the overgrown lot where the old Thompson house once stood. Through her bay window, she noticed movement among the weeds. A silver-haired woman knelt in the dirt, pruning shears trembling as she battled thistles around a solitary rosebush. Elizabeth recognized her as Margaret, the widow who'd lost her husband and home to medical debts last winter. Something about Margaret's determined solitude pierced Elizabeth's carefully curated loneliness. The next morning, Elizabeth arrived at dawn wearing her gardener's faded flannel and worn gloves discarded years ago when wealth replaced calluses. Margaret startled when Elizabeth wordlessly knelt beside her, volunteering. Margaret rasped, eyeing Elizabeth's dirt-smudged cheeks. Something like that, Elizabeth murmured, yanking bindweed with practiced hands. They worked in silence for a week, their rich hums sighing as they revived the neglected garden. Elizabeth learned Margaret came daily to tend the rosebush her husband planted for their 50th anniversary 3 weeks before his heart failed. "We were supposed to grow old here," Margaret whispered one misty morning. Tracing a velvet petal, Elizabeth's throat tightened. She deburied her own grief beneath boardroom victories after her son's accident. That afternoon, Elizabeth arrived without disguise, her designer blazer stark against the blooms. Margaret's eyes widened. "The bank took your house because of my policies," Elizabeth confessed. "Let me make it right." Margaret studied her, then placed weathered hands over Elizabeth's. "You already did." Now, Elizabeth's greenhouse shelters Margaret's rosebush, and every Tuesday, they drink Earl Grey amid blossoms, two widows tending new roots.